Hey guys, welcome to the Digital Cheat Sheet again. My name is Diane Brame, and I just want to hop into how to use a content portlet. Okay, as I've mentioned before, that's the basic building block of your website. Um, you're gonna use it. You're gonna use that one at some point. I mean, that one is used for so many things, and we're gonna break that down piece by piece. I'll have another video on how to embedding images, how to actually embed YouTube videos, and if you've seen people with their Twitter handles on their website, you could do that as well. So you could do all of that. All that's done with a content portlet, basic building block, glorified text box of your webpage. Okay. So those are going to be other videos. Right now, I'm just going to go over briefly how to actually use it, how to get it on your page, things like that. So I have a test page here set up. I'm gonna hop into design mode. All right. Once in design mode, again, that black bar at the top of each portlet or, building block or piece of your website will tell you what the name of that portlet is. So content, boom, I come up here to my portlet library. It's under basic. It should automatically open to that for you. If it doesn't, let me know. When you go into design mode, this should be the first page of your portlet library, and content is right here. So if I wanted to make another content portlet, let's say I'm starting from scratch, I drag it down. You see how it says drop here? There we go. And now it exists. Okay. So I'm going to scroll down. I'll use the new one that I just dropped in here so that it's a completely new experience. All right. Like I said, I use that editor, the smaller pencil in that black bar, like I just did there. You can use the one if you hover over it and it just pops up for you. That's fine too. They both do the same thing. It's just a different look and feel of it. That's all. So I just prefer this one. Like I said, you're not required to use this one at all. So again, glorified text box, right? Bold, italicized, underline. You got spell check in here. You can do the alignments, for your text. Okay. You could do tables in here if you have like if you need to put like a list. Some of you done it for maybe emails or if you do teachers' homerooms, things like that. And you put that information on your website. You use the table. Um, so all of that is done in this content portlet. Okay, so I come in, I could just start typing. It's a great day, right? Boom. All right. So I got my text in there. Let's say I do want to throw in a table. I could either click that little drop down, similar to Microsoft Word, and this is where that stops. The tables are a little convoluted. I'll make a little small one. I'll just do a 2 by 3. I click that. You see it comes out really small, right? So I'm just clicking and dragging. Again, a lot of things with your website, you're just trying to make it look the way that you want it to look. It might not necessarily make sense while editing it or keep to conventional functions, but it does what it needs to do. It's displayed a certain way. So just say chart 1, chart 2, getting ahead of myself, chart 3. All right. So you see how that just kind of that did that on its own, right? I didn't do anything. I'm just typing in words. If I come over here, say you see how it's moving every character I put in. It's auto sizing it on its own. That's important to note because it's gonna do that for you too. So just keep that in mind. It'll look might jar you at first that it's moving around on its own, but it's just doing that to try to auto size to the right fit and spacing for the words that you're entering in. So I'm just gonna type that in there. All right. There we go. Okay, so now we've done a table. All right, that's done in a content portlet. Adding an image. I could do that in a content portlet. Come up here. Like I said, I'm going pretty quickly. I'm just showing you what you can do with a portlet. I'm not going through really everything step by step. That'll be another video for embedding the image step by step. See, I tried to insert that. Please enter the alt text. That's another video. You've heard me speak about that repeatedly if we went through training together. All right. Hopping over to my properties tab. I'm going to enter that CTE month. And I know that this width is way too wide for this page. I always recommend that it be between 500 and 600 if you're going to do like, a wider image like that, but try not to go any bigger than 600. It just gets a little lost after that. All right, it's linked together. That did it. It kept the aspect ratios similar for me, so I don't have to worry about trying to make it fit the way it's supposed to. Hit insert. Look at that. Now I have my banner there. Now, if you look, you see I had to scroll to the side here. I've gotten this question a few times too. That is because this, look, it's only right here. It comes out as a certain pop-out size. If you click this triangle and just kind of drag that over, it'll alleviate that. So again, if I just drag that, if you're working with something that's a little bit wider, sometimes, it happens. It definitely happens. So there we go. So it's not completely lost or messed up or anything. You just have to widen that window. Okay, your editing space here. All right, so I've done that. Let's see, I'm going to say EPS jobs. I'm going to hyperlink some text. Again, it's another video, but I'm just showing you that these are all things that you can do in here. Also with the hyperlinks, keep in mind with the hyperlink manager, if I wanted to make this a PDF or link it to a flyer that I have that, I can upload that to my server, click that document manager icon, right? And then it'll open up the file piece of my Explorer. So now I can upload a document too. Okay. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to hit cancel, but that's why we upload things to the server, because now you can use it however you need to on your website. It's multiple ways to get that information out. All right, target, new window, new window, new window, all the time. So PPS job openings for my tooltip, which is the same as what the alt text, right? All right, there we go. So now, hover over that, PPS job openings. Well, now let's say I want to make that look like a link. Just underline it. Most people feel like when they see underlined text on a website, or if you make it blue or something like that, that it is a link. So I'll do that. Sometimes I'll cheat a little. Again, I'm just trying to make it look like look like what people are familiar with. Um, so there, now I've hyperlinked text. So I have a link to another website. I have an image. I have a table. I have regular text. Okay. Going back to the regular text. Let's say I want to change this font. You only have 6 to choose from up here. I recommend that you do go with one of these just because they're pretty clean. It's easy to read. It's easily translated across different devices. On a phone, it's not as big as a laptop. So having a script font might seem cool on a 24-inch screen monitor at a desktop. But if I'm looking on my phone, you lost me. I can't really see that. Okay, so that's that. Like I said, it's somewhat like a text box from Microsoft Word, but you definitely have way more fonts in Microsoft Word. That's just an example there. Let's see here. I'll say, this is a great day, which it is. Here's why. I'm going to enter. Now I can do a bulleted list. I could do a numbered list. Okay, so I could do that in here as well. I'll go with bullets. I woke up. I can edit my website. You get the idea, okay? So again, it's all different ways that you can put your information out there. You don't have to settle for just doing a giant paragraph. Even if someone sends you an email like that, or someone, gives you information, you don't have to keep it that way. This is kind of the creative part of what we do as far as, you're the webmaster for your school. So you can make that website, breathe life into it. Breathe life into it. You get to manipulate all these things. Like I said, This is all in a content portlet. Okay. I did all of this right here. I have not gone anywhere else. I haven't looked at any other websites. So again, um, you could do quite a bit. You can also do indentations if you're into that. That's right here. So that's the basics. That's the basis of a content portlet. When I'm done with that, I'm going to come down. I'm going to click publish. If you want to save it for later, you can hit save draft, but I'm going to hit publish. This page is hidden. So when you come across this question, it'll say change page status from hidden to publish. Let's say you just made the page, or it's hidden because you're working on it, and you're working on a new page that you're gonna, premiere at a certain date with certain information that you don't want released until, let's say Friday or something like that. And you're working on Tuesday night, right? So you can make it, just keep it hidden. And if you want to just say, keep it hidden, no, I don't want to change it from hidden to publish. So just click no, and it will still publish your changes. Okay. So here we go. That's what that looks like. I'm going to close design mode. Of course, that looks crazy because I just threw some things in there, right? But you get the general idea. I'm just showing you that possibilities are endless. You don't just have to type in sentences in a content portlet. It's pretty simple, very straightforward. I know that you can do it, and that's just what it is. So hover over it. My alt texts are popping up. Very good. I'm gonna click on that. Boom! It opened up the other link. See, because they didn't just go with, just straight down, straight through paragraphs, right? They have columns here, and of course, you're limited to the layout of your website, but you could do bulleted. You can make it look nice and neat. There's different ways to put things out there. Okay. All right. So all that works. The table, everything's out and uniformed. If you want to put a stroke on it, you can, or a border around your table, you can do that too. Um, yeah, just on your preference. But like I said, all that was in a content portlet. And that's not even everything. You can embed YouTube videos. You can embed, your Twitter handles, the weather widget on your website. That's a content portlet. All of that good stuff. So literally anything that you want to do, you can do it from a content portlet. So that's why I got its own video. If you have any questions about this stuff, or if you didn't see your question answered, keep looking through this video playlist. There's a few other videos in here with some good information. And if you still don't have the answer, reach out and we'll take it from there. All right. Thanks for watching.